The Last Stand. 300 Spartans against an empire. Imagine standing in a narrow mountain pass. Behind you, your homeland, your families, your children. In front of you, the largest army the world had ever seen. As far as the eye could see, men, horses, archers, war elephants, banners dancing in the wind. The ground trembled beneath millions of footsteps. Your commander turns toward you. His face is calm. He already knows something. None of you will survive. Then he asks one question. Will you stand with me? No one moves. No one runs. One by one, 300 soldiers tightened their grip on their spears, not because they believed they could win, but because they believed some things were worth dying for. This is the true story of the Battle of Thermopylae. Nearly 2,500 years ago, the Persian Empire was unlike anything history had ever witnessed, stretching across 3 continents. It controlled millions of people. Its king, Xerxes I, dreamed of adding one final prize to his empire, Greece. To him, the Greek city-states were tiny, divided, weak, easy to crush. He believed the invasion would be over in days. History had other plans. Among the Greek city-states, one kingdom stood apart, Sparta. Its people were raised for war from childhood. Discipline, courage, sacrifice. These were not ideals. They were a way of life. Their king, Leonidas, received word that Persia was coming. He faced an impossible choice: surrender or stand against an army many times larger. He chose to stand. Leonidas knew he could never defeat the Persians in open battle, so he chose the battlefield carefully, a narrow coastal pass called Thermopylae. Here, the Persian army could not fully surround the Greeks. Their overwhelming numbers became less effective. The Greeks would fight shoulder to shoulder, shield against shield, spear against spear. The pass became a wall. When the Persians attacked, they expected an easy victory. Instead, wave after wave crashed against the Spartan line. Elite Persian warriors, the immortals, archers, infantry. Again and again, the Greeks held. For 2 days, the greatest army on earth could not break through. The impossible was happening. Then, everything changed. A local man named Ephialtes revealed a hidden mountain path to the Persians. The Greek defenders were about to be surrounded. Leonidas understood immediately. The battle was over, or so it seemed. Leonidas gathered his men. He ordered most of the Greek forces to retreat. Someone had to survive. Someone had to warn Greece. But he, and a small force that included the famous 300 Spartans, along with several hundred Thespians and others who chose to remain, stayed behind, not because they expected victory, but because someone had to buy time. Their final stand became a symbol of courage. One by one, they fell. The Spartans fought until their spears shattered, then with swords, then with knives, then with bare hands. When Leonidas died, his men continued fighting around his body. The Persians eventually won the battle, but they paid dearly. The delay helped unite the Greek city-states and inspired future resistance. History remembers Thermopylae not because the Greeks won, but because they refused to surrender. Over time, the story of the 300 Spartans became legendary. Popular culture often focuses only on the Spartans, but historians remind us that they were not alone. Hundreds of Thespians voluntarily stayed to fight to the end, and other Greek allies also took part in the defense. History is richer when we remember everyone who stood together. Victory is not always measured by who survives. Sometimes, history remembers those who stood when standing seemed impossible. The Battle of Thermopylae reminds us that courage is not the absence of fear. It is choosing to stand, even when the odds say you cannot win.
The past still speaks. To those willing to listen.